World of Tantra vlog
Relationship.
and money.
Oh.
Yeah. They say there's like 3 massive triggers, which is like in general for a person, but every time when we come into a relationship, the relationship allows us to look even deeper at ourselves and experience all the triggers that we have. So they say it's in sex, and it's in
Money.
drugs, and it's in money. And today we're gonna talk about. Oi, that was not. Ooh.
Ooh, cheeky one.
Yeah.
Cheeky one.
We're gonna talk about money.
Do you love it? Do you hate it? Are you? What's your relationship with money? And how does it work in your relative? We just went through a beautiful process. I really want to share about that, or maybe actually my wife wants to share first about that. But because it was most of the process was.
Actually, when you say that, it's like, did I surrender most into your belief system? Is that it? Did you really work on any triggers?
I have no money issues.
That's the thing when he's like, "This is most your triggers." I was like, "Did you actually really do any work on this?" I don't think so.
No,
it's just like, give me the blue card. No, I don't have any triggers
Her
on
card.
it.
yeah, exactly. No, like obviously, like no, I will share a little bit about my triggers with money too. But like maybe you want to go first because this process was it was mainly about you.
It was mainly about me. Yes,
Yeah.
I really got to experience it, and especially as we were going into marriage.
Yeah.
Because I've been in I've been in relationships before, and we have been in a relationship for at least 6 months before we got married. But I've been in control of my own money since I was very little, and I've been a good girl. I've always had money in my bank. Didn't really know, like, having living on a budget or anything, but always been super conscious about how I use money. And then I married this man here, and we are merging, and the fears that comes with me with the money is because you have a different way of using money. And I also really want to embrace that, because the way you are using money is more freely.
Yeah.
I would say, yes.
Can you give examples for the people that are watching now, because that's juicy now.
So for me, for example, I always will prioritize to spend money on the things that I really want to spend money on. So that will be, like going to festivals, going to workshops, doing programs, eating healthy. But I will be super cautious about, eating out in restaurants, or what I buy in the restaurants, or which kind, not maybe, just going for the main course, not going with too many drinks.
Not getting too expensive hotel or accommodation. Just, yeah.
Yeah, so, and I've had money I've had money in my account, but I've not really been in the flow where I have been having a steady income, because I've been choosing to travel a lot and living my life a bit differently.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And what I loved about this, because in a way it's really good to be conscious about money. Like, we have enough. We get money every month coming in for with my business. It's not a big salary, but it's like 5,000 euros every month. It comes in, so that's really nice. And we have like quite a lot of savings. So we have the money, but I also, I'm also raised with like being conscious about money, not spending everything. My parents are quite cheap. I wouldn't say that, but at least like they're really like they're going for the things in the supermarket who are on special, and so I really feel like, yeah, this is good, but and I was like, since I've been making quite a lot of money with the business, since then, like I've been like looking at money really differently, because like there's money coming in, so why not spend a lot of money in a restaurant? Why not spend like 300 euros for a dinner, you know? Because it's beautiful and I love it. And yeah, but so I really think there's there's an interesting subject also. Why do you want to spend your money on? How do you want to save?
You know what?
Yes,
I'm
cool,
also going
cool.
to take back what I said there
Yeah,
earlier, because you really also helped out a lot in this process. I was a little bit not really appreciating you and remembering all the beautiful work that you did in this process.
yeah,
Because what happened was that we created, what came out of this was that, you know, like I am going also to be more freely and allowing that, and I'm working on that, or not working, but just stepping into it and allowing and flowing and indulging in more things. And we created buckets.
yes.
So we made the safety buckets, which allows me to relax.
Yeah, I got this from the book Profit First. And what you do is you basically, all the money that comes in, you divide it into saving, into paying bills, into paying taxes, or into, yeah, so you have different buckets. And for her, that was a big relief. Like, oh, we're not going to spend everything. No, we have made calculations like, so we always have enough when something breaks or we lose our job. Like, we always have the safety of 50,000 euros, which will be there to live, for us to live off like 1 year, you know. We're gonna live for 50k, like we can live 1 year in Asia easy, you know. So now she's really feels really safe with this.
And saving and investments and all this.
Yeah, so we have
So-
different buckets. And I really want to share this, because now the nitty gritty of this video for me is like for you also to know, when we got our wedding ceremony, when we were preparing this is where the biggest trigger came from.
This
I really want to
is
share
how
this.
we managed to find out all the money trigger.
Yeah, because we were looking for a location. Where are we gonna get married? And we really both wanted to get married on a beach. So yeah, lovely. So we went for looking for spaces, and the beaches in Lombok, they're really cheap. Like, you have those rooms, so local places where you can buy coconuts and stuff, and they're really like just a wooden hut on the beach. So we really wanted to rent one of them, but later we
It's not true. You really
No.
wanted to rent an exclusive villa, and I wanted to maybe more have this.
Exactly. So we also went looking for a villa at the beach, and this was like, this was such a big trigger. Like because we visited this villa, and it was 900 euros for one night or something, and this was like a crazy trigger for you. And so we had so much. Emotions coming up that I wanted to rent this 900 euro villa, one of the most exclusive villas on Lombok, and you wanted to have like the local room where you can rent for like let's say 100 euros for a night. Yeah.
Including unlimited coconuts, probably.
Oh, so yeah,
Yeah.
that was the thing. Where we got really a beautiful process about.
I mean, the wedding was an amazing thing to see, because just how we thought about, you know, how to do it and blah blah blah. The different ways showed up really well.
And we ended up renting out the most exclusive villa.
Two villas.
Two villas, actually.
And this was really funny, because when we were going to look at it, you were like, oh, it's two villas, that's going to be perfect. And I'm like, seriously, we're going to have two villas? That's like, you know, like, I was like, oh my God, we first, like, one expensive villa, we already had a good villa we were staying in. I was like, going to rent another one, and then we want to rent two. But then when we came there, I was like, I also want to be here, because he wanted to stay the day before and be with the men. I was like, I don't want to be in Kuta either. I want to be out here in the jungle. So it was perfect. Everything was perfect. I learned a lot to surrender.
And me too, how to take better care also when your partner is having fears. Also really not get triggered by them, but also look, well, be curious. Okay, where do these fears come from, and can we also work? Like, can I also work on that? Like, can I also secure her with the fear of not having enough?
But actually, I think this is really beautiful. It actually comes to me right now because I have my money energy, which I have worked on, and I have good money energy because I always have money.
Yeah.
So money is not a scarcity, but it's like this. I got my money, I got my treasure chest, and I make sure it's gonna be full with treasures. I don't really know how many diamonds is inside, but it's sure gotta be full of diamonds. But when we are merging, like in a relationship, the way we are doing, with getting married, with having a baby, we're also merging all our energy. So it's like, how does this system work with this system when we are coming together? And you know what I could really see, which I don't think I told you, which was this, I could see myself, if I didn't work on my triggers there, really becoming a bitch. I could see myself becoming like this. I had that side showing up, like, okay, so he's gonna go out and do that, he's gonna spend that, you know, this side like checking out, knowing what he's doing. Oh, he's gonna be generous and do that for those people, or like, you know, controlling.
Yeah, beautiful.
Yeah. So it was really like, this has to be looked at and been with, because if not, it can really show up in a unhealthy way from my side in 10 years, 5 years, or something
Beautiful.
like that.
Yeah, now we are at the subject of money. I would actually also want. I'm interested also in you. What is your take on money? Because I see kind of two things. Like when you look at money, it's like, obviously it's an energy. You know, money is never a goal for me, at least. Never a goal to have like you know, to have like as much money. It's always you have money to do certain things, because otherwise, if you have, like, let's say you have 100,000 euros in your bank account, then you're only gonna get stressed to keep them or to make it 200,000, and it's never enough, because you know it goes from the next villa to the next car to, like, and it will never be enough. So for me, it's really obvious that it's a way. Money is a way to get more time, to get more relaxation, or to get more stuff what you really like. So, but what I want to talk about is like, is spending money? Is this like going with the energy? Is that contributing to for example, if you spend more, do you get it more in, or is that just irresponsible and just stupid thinking? What do you think about that, actually?
I think the answer is yes to both of them. I think you spend more, you get more money in, because it's really is an energy that that is in a flow. This is the energy that we choose in this world to have for dealing with services and everything. Like when we're here now, we're paying for this place to live, we're paying for all our meals with money. So it is the energy.
Maybe you also want to share what was great about Thailand, what you got to receive for the first time in your life.
Oh, clean.
Yeah.
Yes, cleaners.
Also, speaking about money and about spending money.
Yeah, it was really beautiful. We paid a beautiful family to come and clean our home every other day, and really like help us with everything. From washing the dishes to the clothes to cleaning the house, and that was amazing.
Yeah, so really, like, if I saw how happy she got from this like service, and you know, it was 500 baht for every time she came. So it's not cheap. Like 500 baht. How much is in euros?
Yeah, it doesn't need to.
Doesn't really matter about the thing, but you know, like, and that's also a thing. Almost all of your problems can be solved with money, and of course not all, because you know, if you get sick or if you have you have trouble together, you know, that cannot be solved. But like,
but actually in some ways I can say it can also, because then you can afford to pay an amazing therapist, an amazing tantra therapist, or a breath work, you know, and the thing that I really wanted to answer your question with is that yes, if we spend our money this is my take. If we spend our money consciously, so like, okay, you support the family when you get them to clean, you tip somebody who is going to have a good day from it, you spend your money on the produce you want to eat, which is good for the environment, you support a jeweler who makes it from scratch, like you spend your money in a good way with your heart, dealing with your heart, then I think the more we give, the more we receive.
Yeah.
And also, it's not about just spending it and like throwing away money or this energy, which I know was I don't know, maybe it still is, or maybe this is like really outdated. But they said before in Norway to us to wash champagne. It was an expression. It was some years ago when it was like in the clubs. Then it was popular to buy a champagne and they just pour it in the sink.
Wow.
For the aspect that you had so much money that you could just buy one bottle and pour out another bottle.
Oh yeah, that's fucking sick.
And that I think is disrespectful of the produce and of these things, which is just to show that you have money, or just to show that money is, you know, in abundance, or you light money on fire, or this kind of aspect.
Yeah.
But I don't know, I might still have I probably still have triggers and things with money that I can, you know, deal with in that aspect. But
you are enlightened now. But I want to add one more thing. What I think is really important, if I speak about money, like because I want more money at this moment of time, I really would like to have more money in the bank account. But it's not because the money I want to have. It's more like, okay, I really have a dream to build our own house soon for our family, you know, to build our kingdom, and therefore we really need money. So, you know, for me, that's a goal to get. So
please donate.
Please buy our whatever. No. So like also really have you know, think about what you want in life, and then it will come. The money will come to support everything you want. So that's so important to think about what you want. And not being like, oh, this is too expensive, or that's not enough, or like all those things can be like left alone. Just focus purely on what you want and how you want to feel and how great you feel right now, how extremely grateful we can be for being healthy. And, you know, being able to go to a restaurant or being able to have a fucking iPhone.
Yeah, which we can use for so many things. And also, like now really I'm gonna let it, we can
no, please speak, please.
Yeah, I have so much to say on this subject. Like the first thing about really for me now, as we are spending, I'm going really on a different budget than what I have done before in Indonesia, and eating out in some of the more expensive restaurants, but really where they have organic and where they're making food in a different way. And that is, you know, like I'm supporting it, fully supporting what I want to have with the money. And also I really also want to say that before, the thing with me with money, my fear with money, because I have a lot of money in my bank account, but my fear is that I have not really worked traditionally as people do normally in Sweden and Norway, and I don't have so much money saved up for like when I'm 60 years. So this is my fear, you know, like, and by that I really also want to say this. This woman we met, this couple that we met, and then she said, you know, they're together for many years, and she says she cannot move from Canada to Germany with him because she has already started a career there and saved up in the retirement fund. Yeah,
that's beautiful. It's beautiful. So she was actually very young, like it's our age, or a little bit younger maybe, and she didn't want to move to Germany because then she would quit her job, and then she would not have a retirement. Like, and then I really thought, like, what the fuck are we doing here?
Yes. So, and this is similar to my money issues. It's not really about here and now. It's about far away. It's about what happens when I get old and cannot take care of myself, or you take care of me, or.
And we are actually going to get 365 years old. So how the fuck do you want to do that then?
I think we're just going to keep on creating and be healthy and happy and all this.
Yes. So let's first bless everybody with all the money you need for all the things in your life.
Yeah,
you know,
that you want to create from
for-
the heart.
for all your dreams.
Yes.
That you may feel and think all these beautiful things, and that may all the abundance come to you in the most magnificent ways, and that you may flourish and may live in complete abundance. That's what I bless you with.
Beautifully said, my king. Mm.